Hello and welcome back to another video. And this time we're going to be looking at VR and how to set up VR. Now the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you've got a proper VR file. So I used, there's a section of Wikimedia which has got 360 videos. I'm just using one from here. And essentially the file should be in a 2:1 ratio. So we do need to verify that we do have a proper VR file. So to do that you go to File, Get Properties for Selection after selecting it there. And if we take a look here, this is basically the section that you're looking for. The projection, the layout, and what is captured, right? So basically you've got both eyes. So if we look at actually what the file looks like here, so now that we've got everything in place, we need to actually convert it to a position where we can actually do some editing with it. So in order to do that, we need to select the sequence. We go to Sequence Settings, and then we're going to make sure that this is basically selected. Okay, so then basically to convert to a VR file, you need to click this button, Toggle VR Video Display, and that is over here on the button editor menu. So once we do that, you can see it's actually going to convert to a VR video display. Now, if we look at the size of the video, normally if you wanted to upload it to YouTube, you want to make sure it's basically in 16:9. So how do you do that? Well, we right-click on the video here, and we go to VR Video, and we go to Settings. And at the moment, it says 108, 108. But to get 16:9, you have to do 160 by 90. So we'll do 160 by 90. And now you can see the video is in, and you can move it around as you can imagine. So you can obviously play it and move it around as well. But what we want to do then is we want to be able to have movement in the video. Because the thing is, sometimes you will upload a video which people can move around themselves, but if you actually want to sort of take control of how the video is moved around, how would you do that? So for example, say we want to look at, I guess this is the engine here, and we want to move over and look at the forest over here. So how can we make it so that during the course of the video, we're actually doing that? Okay, so the way to do that then is what we're going to do is go to Effects, and the effect we're looking for is Offset. So what we'll do is actually put this, I made this text here, and it's important. We'll look at what we can do with the text as well. But okay, so what we'll do is we'll put offset onto the video file. So there it is. And if we go into our effect controls now, you can see that, say we want to start about, we're at the right spot where we want to actually move it, right? So let's just go into our offset effect here. And what it is shift center. So basically this X value will move it along the X axis. So we'll start there, and then by the time we get to this point, we'll just say here, we'll just move it along, right? So we're looking at the forest there. All right, so if we take a look at the footage now, what you'll see is once we get to this spot, we'll just play it in full. Actually went the wrong way around, but oh well. So yeah, so that's basically how you actually move it along like that. So one thing I will point out is that if you do your text before, you see when we're out of VR mode, once you actually put it into VR mode, that is actually going to distort your text. So you're actually better off creating your text afterwards if you don't want to distort the text. You see, it basically looks much better. It is still a little bit distorted, but it is actually going to work better than the one that we did before we actually made it. That one's got more distortion on it, which is kind of interesting. So that's kind of like getting started with VR. So thanks for watching.